Hi everyone, welcome back to Waterhouse Forde. Today I'm going to be putting the valves in. It's number one. I don't think that's right. I need to call Dad.
What have you been doing?
I was trying to put the valve in. All the valves in.
Yeah, and?
I don't think I got it quite right. I don't know what's wrong, but it just doesn't look right.
No, it's probably because it's upside down. And there's a lot more that we need to do before we put valves in, right? Okay, well done. Nice try, but no, that's not right. Okay, so in what I'll do, Oscar, I'll take you through step by step, and I'll show you exactly how the valves go, and also more importantly, how to put them back in. Right. So first of all, we need a special tool. Do you remember the valve spring squeezer that we tried to use to take it out?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to use that to put them in. And anyway, let's talk. We'll go through it, and I'll show you how it all goes together. Okay. Okay, now as you can see, we've done a couple already, but we thought we'd show you now in detail how we do it. So I'm going to move the camera a couple of times to give you a couple of different views as we do this. But the basic principle is to push the valve in from the bottom, then we put a spring on, and on top of the spring we put a retaining washer, and then you have this tool that we use to squeeze the springs down, and then there's two little they're kind of half moon but not quite retaining pins, let's call them. I'm sure you've all seen them before, and basically those go in on top and they hook into a slot in the valve stem, and then of course when you release the valve back down onto them, the pressure of the valve squeezes them tighter and tighter onto the valve stem so that they stay in. Right, so the sequence is, the first thing that we do is Oscar puts some grease on the valve stem, and the reason why we're doing that is because obviously this head is not going to go straight back into service. It's going to be in storage for a little bit whilst we work on the engine, and indeed whilst we continue with the rest of the tractor. So what we want is a little bit of grease on there just to ensure that there's sufficient lubrication on that valve stem when we finally do get to the first startup, and until the oil makes its way through the head. As Oscar puts that valve in, he's going to use a twisting action, obviously to spread that grease. Right, the next thing is the spring and then the retaining washer. The washer goes one way. Just show people the profile. So you can see it's got a recess. It's got two recesses. Bring it closer, Oscar. Just that way a little bit. Okay, no, up a bit. Just there. So you see it's got a recess here, which basically the spring sits in here, and then it goes down, it steps down again, and that basically hugs the valve stem. Okay, now we put the tool on. I'll just zoom out a bit for that. Now this tool is a very basic tool in principle, just obviously a very big
Clamp.
U-shaped, or yeah, it's a clamp, quite correct, Oscar. And then you've got two screw threads on either side, and obviously you've got these different adapters that go on here for the different size valves. And what I found is easiest, you can see you've got a slot in here that allows you to work. I found that if you just put that at a little bit of an angle, it allows you to come in from the bottom and from the top, but also still see what you're doing. So we tighten that, so we screw in the other side. I'll just hold these so they don't turn in the wrong place. Keep going, it's fine, it's fine.
Really annoys me.
And obviously as you turn that, it basically just squeezes the spring down. And you want to go until the slot in the valve stem is just above the top of the valve washer, the valve retaining washer. That'll do. Okay, and then we get the little clips,
Which I need to grease.
and we just put a little bit of grease on the inside of the clip, and the only reason for that is to help it to stay on the valve stem whilst we are getting them in. There's no other reason, there's no need for lubrication there, but we do it purely because the grease is sticky, and that helps it just to stay in place whilst we're working with it, and before we release the spring, which then obviously will hold it in place. Got a nice zoomed in view here. We'll try and capture as much detail as we can of Oscar putting the clip in. Now you'll need to just put your other hand on the back of this screw thread, no, not in front of the camera, on the back of the screw thread, and just that's it, just
Ow.
turn it down a bit.
Pinched me. Okay, it doesn't want to go on.
Okay, push it with a screwdriver.
Okay. And it fell out. Ah! This one really doesn't want to go in.
Okay, do the top, but from that side. Turn the whole tool over. Just gently. Okay, try now.
And I think that's almost in. Okay, let go. Down.
Yeah, put the other one in. Just put the other one in.
Okay, do you wanna
Screwdriver. Try and push it straight. Okay, squeeze the tool a bit more. Okay, that'll do. Right, push it in with the screwdriver now. Okay?
Yep.
Alright, release the tool slowly. Now, hopefully you'll see as Oscar loosens the spring, those clips dig into that groove in the valve stem and they keep the valve in place. And you can see now the tool has come loose. And then you just loosen it, take it off, and that's your first valve done. Right, Oscar, well there you go. That's how you put valves in.
Aye.
Okay? So, listen, we just want to thank our sponsors, Anglo Agriparts, yet again for supplying all the parts, all the spares for this restoration. And as you can see, really good quality stuff. Worked perfectly all the way through, and we're certainly very happy with the quality. So listen, that's as far as we're going to go with the head now. So the next job will be to basically pack this up, grease it, put it away, cover it. Thank you, Oscar. We'll cover it up just to keep it safe whilst we work on the engine. So the next video is going to be installing the cylinder sleeves. We've now got everything that we need to be able to do that, and then we'll obviously move on from there, installing the pistons and the crankshaft, etc., etc. But yeah, that's it for the cylinder head for now. As I said, we could go on and put the Welsh plugs in and other little covers, but I think it's probably easier just to do those at the end when we're getting ready to put it onto the engine. So yeah, listen, thanks for joining us. Again, hope that was helpful and informative, and I know Oscar certainly learned something. At least he learned which way around the valves are meant to go. All right. So, Oscar, what have you got to say for yourself?
That was fun.
It was fun. You
a lot
enjoyed
of
that.
greasing and a lot of turning.
Yeah, and a little bit of squeezing as well, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, everyone. Hope you have a good week, and we'll see you on the next video. Cheers for now.
Bye.